Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to this channel. So today I did a little bit more lawn mowing. I figure if I do a little bit at a time, it's not so bad, especially with the heat. It doesn't take it out of me so bad. And then today I also took the not the weed whacker, the leaf blower, that little mini leaf blower, and I made a clean little trail right to the shed. And like I told you guys in the past, eventually I want to do like a little, probably like a 2-stone, like walkway up to it. I thought that would be nice. But I'm gonna not do anything until I get the well and the electric in. That way I know where everything is, because I don't know if they're coming up these trucks, where they're gonna be. So that won't be for a couple months, because they're a couple months out on installing wells, which is fine. But today, guys, I went out, did a little dumpster diving. I got a little antsy. I can only see we're nomads, and the reason for that is because we kind of have a hard time sitting still, and with that comes a lot of travel for us. However, we're here for right now. We are trying to get the property set up, but I wanted to go out at least just to see something new, do something. So I decided to do a little bit of dumpster diving. Guys, check out this haul for today. This is all from today, from about 6 or 7 different stores. I stopped off at a whole bunch. So let's see what we got. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10. At first I thought these were flashlights. They're hose sprayers. I got 10 of them, guys. Brand new, all with the tags on them. They had about 500 bags of these Takis. I don't know if I like them.
We never tried them.
I probably won't like them, so I just grabbed 2 bags. I figured we'll try them. Look at this reef, guys. Brand new. Looks really nice, and we could always put it on the front gate or on the front of the RV or wherever, when Christmas time comes. Got some Nilla wafers over here. Sam said she likes these. I like them too. So got a whole bunch of those.
They're very dry, so make sure you got cold water with it.
Or cold milk. Milk is good with them too.
Yeah,
Next, I got some cute little, I don't know, I guess bootleg Uggs. They're obviously little girl Uggs. They have some marks on this one. I don't know if Sam can get some kind of shoe cleaner or something, and we could, clean these up and sell them. Yeah, maybe a degreaser, she said. But those are brand new, like I said, with the tags on them. These go for $9 a pair, brand new. Got bleach in the background. They throw them out because, they're damaged. They're not leaking, but they are crushed. So I guess nobody's gonna buy them. But hey, they're totally fine with me. 4 brand new jugs of bleach, that's great. This was in a brand new box. It was a 4-pack. Let me see if I have it over here. Yeah, I have these over here. So I took the casing off of these, but they were cracked on 2 of them. They didn't even open the box. I think they just heard the jingling of like the clay, because that's what this is. It's like pottery clay surrounding it. So they just threw the whole box out. They didn't even pull out what was good. So these are really nice. Sam loves these.
I always wanted those.
Yeah, so I picked up 2 of those. This Bluetooth speaker I didn't even try yet, but it's pretty cool. It lights up different colors, as you can see on the box. Wireless Bluetooth speaker, comes with a charger.
Pretty cool to listen to music while we're out here.
Yeah, got a fan, brand new fan. It was in the box. The box is damaged, so I threw the box back in. But underneath is the stand. The only thing I couldn't find was the screws. So I got the stand, I just need the screws, and I can get that really anywhere. I might even have them here, so that's fine with me. Next, cheese doodles, baked puff, hot and honey. I don't know if we're gonna like those, but I got a whole box of them. So if we don't like them, we can always donate them. They're not expired, I don't think. Let me see. Even the expiration dates, January 11th, 2023. Okay, so they are expired, but they're sealed, and just because they're past the expiration date doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. So I'll try them later and I'll let you guys know. Next, I got a whole bunch of these. These are not expired. They're yellow corn tortillas. I got 5 packs of them, guys. They were in the box. I took them out just to have a better display of them. Nice little lamp. I couldn't find the shade, but I got the lamp. This is pretty cool. I thought maybe we could use it for in the shed or something to get a little bit more light. I could put a power station in there or something. Got a whole bunch of chickpeas in the cans. We don't really eat too much of this stuff, but again, I can donate it. It's better than going to the landfill. So that's a pretty good haul. What do you guys think? I mean,
a friggin' beetle in my friggin' shirt.
There's a beetle in your shirt? Oh boy, it's still in there?
No, it was running around on my
Oh.
You gotta pay for that, sir. Nothing's for free. Except this stuff.
Yeah, all this is free, guys. So check your local dumpsters.
Oh, I think I killed him by accident.
You don't have to be a dirtbag or anything like that to get free stuff. I mean, as soon as I saw these people doing this stuff on YouTube and the things they find, I was hooked. I was hooked. Mainly because I hate waste. Yeah. And because, like, I could totally use this stuff. The bleach is killer. I can sanitize our fresh water tank. I can clean things out here. You know, we like tortillas and making tacos and whatever, so I'll use those. The fan is great in hot summer heat. Hoses are always good, or I could flip those for a buck a piece or whatever if we go to a yard sale or a flea market. And now we're ready for Christmas and to have a little girl. Apparently. Yep. Yeah. So
dogs are gonna be wearing little boots.
Yeah, come here, Cody. So yeah, that's my haul. Let me know if you guys dumpster dive. I'm curious what you guys find if you do, or maybe you'll start now.
And we always get questions asking like, oh, how do you know if it's legal in your state? Just Google it and with the area that you're in. Majority of the places we go to are Dollar General and Family Dollar. It seems like that company just loves to waste stuff.
Yeah. So as far as the legality, 50 state-wise, it's legal. It's more of a county thing where they'll have like an ordinance against it or something like that. Do they enforce it? I mean, I've gotten caught in a dumpster by security in the past, and I just move along. I say I apologize for.
Yeah, he was nice. He took a picture of the plate, and he just said.
Yeah, he took a picture of my car plate, but it wasn't like a big deal. I've gotten the cops threatened to be called on me, but I just, I don't go back to that dumpster. That's it.
Just be polite and just leave. Don't cause a scene and say, oh, it's legal, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. They could put a no trespassing sign. They can lock the gate for the dumpster, and then that's it. And then now you can't go there anymore. Yeah. And they could trespass you from the store altogether. So so if that's like your local Dollar General or Family Dollar that you shop at regularly, don't dumpster dive at your local store. Yeah. In case, God forbid, something happens and you get caught and then it's a bad altercation, now you can't go to the nearest store near your house. Yeah, that's a good point. I know, I'm smart.
You right over there, Milo?
Wanna go outside? Oh, you're filthy. We're going to a campground in 2 days. I can't wait to get him a bath.
Oh, I thought we were going to get a second Frenchie the other day. I saw Sam commenting on somebody's post down in Okeechobee, but I think it was a spam post. But it was
a male and a female Frenchie.
A male and a female Frenchie, 4 months old. Oh. All right, so we're starting to clean up the property a little bit here. Tomorrow, the well person, the well company, I don't know, he's going to do like a field inspection. Pretty much he wants me to tell him where I like the well. He said I could pretty much do it wherever I want, which I think we're going to do it back there, where all those blue jugs are. So I'm going to move all that stuff out of the way. This is our wood protector. Do you guys see? Oh, there it goes. He ran away. He's the guardian of the wood pile. And this is the spaz. Oh, you're filthy now.
His was already dirty.
Oh, unbelievable. We want.
That lizard has been here since we moved here, and once we cut this wood, he really liked it. So we leave him alone, and he climbs all over it and stuff. Yep.
So since I have it covered, he could slip in and out of the wood, and there's so many spaces he could stay dry when it rains. But yeah, so this is the general area of where I want the well, and ideally the power pole right by it. That way we can plug the well right into it. For those of you who didn't see that last video, it's going to be a 50 amp 220 volt well. So unfortunately this generator won't run it, so I'd either have to upgrade the generator to a $2,000 7,500 watt 4-prong 50 amp generator, or get the power pole. And believe it or not, the power pole is like the same price, maybe slightly cheaper, about $200 slightly cheaper. Actually not including the permit. With the permit it's probably about the same. The electric might be a little bit more, but I'm gonna go from a $600 a month gas fuel bill from running this generator all the time down to maybe $150, $200 a month, which is gonna be a huge difference and a huge money saving, which is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Plus we'll be able to enjoy the sounds of nature, and I won't always have the generator humming. Not that it's super loud, but humming away in my ear. It'll be nice and peaceful and serene. And
then having to wake up at 2 a.m. to make sure it's gassed up enough.
Yeah, so it's really not great for an air conditioner to stall, to lose power like that and shut off like that. So I'm like neurotic about keeping the generator gassed up. So if I fill it up at like 10:30 at night, it'll run till about 6 o'clock in the morning, but I don't want to risk it, so I usually wake up around 3, between 2 and 3 to go to the bathroom. I let Milo out, he likes to go to the bathroom at night, and I fuel the generator up. That way I know I'm good to go till like, I don't know, 12 in the afternoon or maybe even longer. It just depends on how hard the generator is running. If anybody needs sanitizer, I also dumpster dived this back when we were in Jersey. This is all full of sanitizers, all these.
I got little mini ones that have my logo on it.
Yeah. So if you guys need sanitizers, holler at your boy. Selling them cheap, selling them by the crate, especially if you're local. All right, so we're gonna clean this area up over here. That way it's good to go for them. I'm gonna kind of put all this stuff away, and just got some, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all this stuff. And I'll get back with you guys once we're squared away here. Finally!
It's not raining then!
Finally!
No, hallelujah, no raining then!
Oh boy. We're finally getting a good soaking. Look at all that water going into the rain barrel. Holy moly. That's great. And I bet you it's collecting pretty good out there too. I got a barrel on either side for either rain gutter, so that's collecting water. This is collecting a ton of water. I notice when I flip this up, it collects way more. You guys can see it pouring in there now. And it's not dripping off the sides. But when I let it down, I lose a lot. It drips off the sides here, it kind of sucks. When I hold it up, you can see the water speed up. We've needed this, like, really good soaking. It's been so dry, I've been nervous to have a fire to burn anything. And now all of our vegetables and plants are getting nice, good rainwater. I notice when we get rainwater, the plants do so much better compared to like...
There's nothing in the water.
Right. So when when you water from like a well or something, it might have chlorine or some kind of, city water, you get chlorine in it. But man, when you get rainwater, it does so much better. I'm just holding this up, I'm trying to fill this barrel so it's full. That'll last us a while for watering, because around here you just don't know when you're gonna get your next rainstorm. It's really nice to see. A lot of people would be mad to see rain. I'm thrilled. Plus the car was getting super dusty and dirty, so it's getting a really good bath right now. Well, it's slowing down now. Hold on, let me clean this lens here. So, it's trickling down. It's still coming, but much lighter. Look how much it filled, guys. I mean, there's gotta be at least 45 gallons in this bucket, and it was just at half. And that was like a 30-second, like a minute-long rain, maybe. It wasn't that long. That's great.
Got a couple of gallons in this one.
Do we? All right. So, oh wow. Yeah, we got a little bit. Not nearly as much as the awning. But we're collecting it off the roof. It's dripping down in there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Probably not. Let's see. You can see it pouring in there though. And it comes right out of there. Plus the outside rain. Ooh, I'm getting soaked. I'm getting soaked. Go, go, go! Woo! It stopped when I went to go look, and then of course it starts pouring again. Unbelievable. Ooh, I look good. Good morning, guys. This is day 2 on this vlog. Went out this morning, got some stuff done. Got some gas and some water. Car is loaded up. Got a pretty good amount of weight in here. I don't know how much. I'll put it up above, but she's squatting. She's definitely squatting. Yeah, the suspension on this car is pretty light, so once I get in it, it's pretty much on the floor. So good news, the guy for the well came by today, and we walked the property and everything, and he was showing me some good places for the well. Yeah, I showed him immediately where I wanted it. Yeah, so different plan. So back here is where I originally wanted it. I moved the blue totes out of the way so he can get a good feel for it. But I told him, you know, somewhere in this general vicinity right here. And he was fine with it. However, this tree would have to come out, which isn't a problem. I could do that. Obviously, I'd have to move the RV. As well as these two trees. These are both. Now this one, I'm probably going to cut out anyway. Maybe both of these eventually. I just don't like the way they're leaning. And if we ever have a bad storm and the RV is here, it's going to hit the RV. It's probably going to do some damage. And that would just suck. So anyway, decided not to do that because I really don't want to cut all those trees. One of them is a really nice oak tree that provides a pretty good amount of shade back there. So, oh, the other reason why is because of the electrical supply, but I'll get to that in a second. Let me just show you this. So we decided to put it right over here in this area. We're going to do it right about where that blue flag is. That is my marker officially for where we're going to put the well. Now, if you look up, there are a couple low-hanging branches. The guy said that the boom, that the drill kind of like, because it stands up straight. I'll put a picture up so you guys can see, but it stands up straight about 30 feet, I think he said. So we need to be able to clear all these branches and stuff. So I'm gonna get up as high as I can with a ladder and cut it. Worst comes to worst, I'm gonna have to buy some like cheapo pole saw that can just cut these branches. I mean, they're really thin branches, so, and it's pine, so it's a super soft wood. But I gotta clear that, and then yeah, he said we're good to go. I put the deposit down today, which is only the permit fee for the well, so they'll apply for the permit. He took a site, you know, drawing and everything to show the county where it's going. So we're good to go on that. It's not gonna happen for a couple months because they are backed up, plus I'm leaving. We're gonna hit the road for a little bit, but it's good to know that it's there. I do have to, he wants me to shovel some of this mulch, because this is a big pile of mulch from when we made our driveway. But he wants me to shovel some of this mulch out of the way a little bit. That way they have a little bit more working room. And this pine tree is going to move, unfortunately, so we're going to cut that out. But I feel really good knowing that at least we have that, you know, in the books. We're scheduled, and it's good to go. And then the next thing I got to work on is the electrical. So another reason why we moved the electric out the well is because depending on where you want the electrical, you have to pay for more heavy gauge wire. So the further from the street up into the back of the property that you go, obviously it's going to be more money.
Which
so
I don't know why we didn't think of that.
Yeah, I kind of just thought, you know, the electric company would pay for however much you need. I don't know. You know, I thought, hey, they're getting a new customer, so I didn't think they'd care too much. But anyway, so I'm about 20 feet from the road right now, and it's going to come up here, probably to like right outside these bushes over here, to that area, you know, past that tree, past this tree right here. So somewhere over there, and then from there, they'll run the line, which is much cheaper. They'll run a line underneath the electrician to the well, and we'll be good to go. That way we have power for, you know, the well and whatever else we need. So
we were told that in order to get electric here, that the pump has to be on the property. That the county needs to see what you're powering. But we spoke to, was it the well guy or was it the electric guy? But we said we already had the plans for the well and they're backed out, so we can't do anything. If we were able to do it tomorrow, I'd probably do it. I would do it tomorrow. So we're hoping that when we tell the county we want electric on the property, that they see that there's a request in, that they'll just come in and do the electric and not give us an issue when it comes to that. Yeah. So in order, like she's saying, in order to get the permit, now that we have the paperwork and the receipt and everything showing that we have a well, you know, reserved to be drilled, hopefully we can just do the electrical box sooner instead of waiting. From what he's telling me, he had another guy who had nothing on his property, and he did a well for him, and he had a power pole on his property already, and he said the power box was hot, which means it had electric to it already. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to just find out about that. Either way, I'm fine with it. I mean, like I said, we're going away for about a month and a half, so we're not going to be here. I don't need to run electric. We'll be plugged in at different RV parks and stuff, so we'll be good to go. I won't have to worry about getting gas every day, which would be nice for a change.
But I'm gonna back the car up a little bit here. I'm gonna unload all this gas and water, fill up our fresh water tank, because I think it's about half, maybe a little less right now. It's a moist one today, guys. It says it's 92, but it feels like temperature of 101. I don't think it's that hot. It's definitely humid, but it's not like overbearing. I think we're starting to get used to it a little bit more too. Too. We were up north for a while, and it was pretty cold. It was in like the 50s and 60s. So we came back out here. We're like, oh, it's so hot. Now our body's acclimating, so that's good. All right, let me unload this stuff. All right, well, we went out for a little bit. I checked the radar before we left. No rain. Everything was like way far away from us.
And it showed a very small cloud that was gonna skim us, but this ain't no small cloud that's skimming us.
Yeah, it's been pouring for about 45 minutes here. Now, I didn't know that, and we went out. I had to stop at Home Depot to pick some stuff up, and we got dinner, because I didn't pull anything out of the freezer to make dinner tonight. So came back, it's pouring out. I come back, the generator is off. It's cool out, and the RV stays pretty cool for a while as long as the sun's not beating on it.
Thank God we weren't far away.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here cranking on it, and then Sam notices the oil light while I'm cranking it is lit. And I went to check it, and look, you can see no oil is by the threads. So it's too low. So I'm gonna fill it up. Hopefully it starts back up. I didn't cover the generator before I left. I didn't think it was gonna rain. So
I'm hoping the rain didn't fry it.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just a low oil issue, which is really weird, because this thing does not burn oil. All of a sudden I'm losing so much oil. But hopefully I fill it up and it'll crank right up. Let's see.
Turning back on now.
All right, so I just filled up the oil to the thread line, closed it. Let's see if it cranks. I really hope it does. I really hope it does. Yeah, that oil light is still showing. I hope the oil light didn't get wet and now it's tripping it, because it's not low oil. I don't know. I've been sitting on it too, trying to use my little blower to try to blow out all the electronics. I don't see any more moisture in there. Everything looks pretty dry. I don't know, I might have to let it dry out a little bit, or keep the blower on it for a little longer, but everything looks very dry in there. All right, the rain is starting to slow down. It's been coming down for about a half hour, 40 minutes since I've been here, so a total of about an hour and a half. And everything has gotten a great soaking, including my generator. Look at this rain barrel. I think it's full now. Good job, Onan. Still at it. Got it to crank for a second, and then it kind of sputters out. So I don't think this sensor can tell if the oil is dirty or not. I think it's just a level sensor. But I emptied the oil, and now I'm putting all new fresh oil in to see if that'll help at all, because this oil is about 150 hours or so, or yeah, something like that. We've been, again, we run it 24/7, so the oil definitely goes through a pounding, plus there's no oil filter on these generators, so it does take a beating. I also checked out the air intake to make sure no rain was in there. It is a little, I can't tell if it's moisture or if it's oil. But I mean, she cranks, she's not locked up or seized or anything like that. Next thing I'm gonna check is the spark plug. I got a brand new one here. This is an NGK Iridium spark plug. I keep these on hand. So if it doesn't crank after that, that's the next thing I'm gonna check. I might unplug the oil sensor on these. Sometimes they go bad too. I don't know, we'll see. Let me finish this oil fill off and we'll try to crank it. All right, so I had no luck with the oil change. That did not make a difference. Still getting a fault code, although it flashes so quick I can't even read what the heck it says. But it'll start for a second, so it's getting air, it's getting spark, but I don't know if the spark plug is, great. Again, it's old, so I'm gonna check it. We're gonna pull it out now. All right, so I just pulled out the spark plug. It looks how I thought a 2100 hour spark plug would look. It's pretty carboned up. I'm going to pop this brand new NGK one in and see if the spark gets any better. You can see this one's, that's how they're supposed to look, nice and clean, no carbon buildup. I'm gonna check the gap and pop it in and see what it does. Well, no luck changing the spark plug out, although it's, like I said, it's probably due. The next thing, I think it's, so this oil light is glowing. I don't know if when it rained, maybe a little bit of water got inside and damaged the oil sensor plug. So I'm gonna attempt to open this up. It's on the other side, the oil sensor. You got these screws at the top, and I think you gotta take this one out. Maybe that one. And then the oil sensor is in here. It's mounted to the motor. And then you can disconnect that, and that's an oil sensor bypass mod, they call it. So we'll try that. All right, Sam, so point it in there. So I'm trying to get this case off. It's 3 bolts, and then you gotta take this one off here, and then it's loose, but I can't get it to disconnect. But I'm looking in here. Sam, if you could just point the light in there. A lot of leaves and debris, because I don't normally blow this side out. I believe, I'm going to double check, but I think this is the oil sensor, this yellow tab. I believe you just pull it apart.
Yellow, that's green.
Oh, green. I'm 30% colorblind, so I apologize. But that brightly illuminated tab. But I'm going to double check.
You know what it is? When you blow out...
Alright guys, I know it's going to be hard to hear me, but I got it, obviously. Hold on, I'm going to get the flashlight here. Cable right here. That's the oil sensor light. I'm gonna step back here a little bit. I disconnected it, tried to crank it. It would do the same thing. It would start and sputter. Something was telling this engine to stop running, and I'm pretty sure it was that low engine light. I don't know if water got in there from my cord, but I unplugged it, took the blower, blew out both ends for a good minute to dry any condensation or wetness that was in there. And then I connected it, and now I put it back together, and it started right up. And now I got a new spark plug in there, so she's good to go for a while. So just don't let your generators get wet. People, I've said this a million times, people always say, oh yeah, I leave mine out. Well, I left mine out once, guys, and it shut down. So I'm telling you, they are just not meant to get wet. I'm gonna attempt to put this back together because I had to kind of crack a few pieces to get it off, but as long as she's running, I don't really care. So yeah. All right, just got back in the RV. That was a long night. I was expecting to come home, have some nice hot pizza, relax, stay dry. And it's not always like that, you know. Sometimes things come up. Got the generator running. It's running really nice now. Went to go kick the air conditioner on. Of course, that motor was bound up again because I hadn't put the 3-in-1 oil on it yet. And to be honest, I don't know if that, I got it going, it's on now, but I went up there, I pulled that gasket back, I tried to squirt it in there as much as I can, and while it was going, because Sam had turned it on while I was up there to make sure it would kick over. I pulled that bearing, that little gasket back again, and I just kept squirting it in there. I hope it gets in there. Otherwise, you know, I'm gonna have to pull that motor one day or replace the motor. They sell the motor online. It's a Coleman Mach 13.5 motor. I'd have to watch the video probably 5 or 6 times to make sure I don't mess up. But it's on for now. We're keeping cool. The generator's running, and I'm ready for bed. So yeah, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.